Hey guys, it's Hughes, and wanted to share another message with you today. Got really good response to the video I shared yesterday regarding kind of a new stage of life for me, just a different evolution of my business, something I'm like just super excited about. And so I was thinking about that today and like what maybe I could share that has been going on in my life and how that might apply to you in your endeavor to close more loans or close more transactions as a real estate agent. And so I was thinking about my son, my oldest son. I've got 5 kids. My oldest son, his name is Jackson, and he plays basketball at Corbin University in Salem, Oregon. And he just left a few days ago. And man, miss him. We love that kid. But as I was thinking about him and his journey the last few years, he was a very undersized basketball player. And when I say undersized, I mean like he was very small. He was 5'0" as a freshman in high school. He played varsity basketball for a little Christian school, and he had a great career. But he was he was always dealing with being undersized, and he always had a dream. He felt like he really wanted to play college basketball. It was something he was very excited about, and of course we wanted to get behind him and support him in his dreams in that. And so one of the things I told him was probably his sophomore year probably actually, I told him, hey bud, like if you want to play college basketball, I mean I know you're probably going to grow, you're not going to be 5 foot, you're probably going to be, maybe you'll make 5'10" or so. But you're going to have to be, there's going to have to be 2 aspects of your game that you're going to have to be fabulous at. I said, number one, you're going to have to really be able to shoot it. You're going to have to really be able to shoot the basketball. And the other is, as a point guard, you're going to need to be able to handle the basketball and have better ball handling skills than anybody in the state, than any other point guard in the state by the time you're a senior. And if you don't have that, it's going to make it very tough. And Jackson my son put in a ton of work his last 3 years in high school, and he worked and grinded on the little aspects of his game as it related to shooting and handling the basketball. And for those that know him, it paid off. I mean, I don't know that he was the very best in the state, but he does not lose the basketball, and he takes care of the basketball, and he's a really good shooter as well. And those things, amongst some other things, have allowed him to be able to have an opportunity to play college basketball, and we're excited for him about that. How that might relate to you and to me, that concept of being really good, being an expert at 1 or 2 things, man, that's something that I share with my clients quite often, because you can't be the best. You can't be the best at everything. I mean, there's just very few people that have a skill set where they're tremendous talking in front of people, and they're really good writers, and but they're also very analytical and they can think through solutions. I mean, there's not very many people that are all-stars in every aspect of life. And so if you want to be successful, you have to kind of marry up your gifts with like inside the industry that you're in, and then really focus on how do I maximize that gift and get the most out of it, and if possible be the very best, not only the best that I can be, but maybe even better than anybody else with regards to that part of your business. So for the folks that I coach one-on-one, I mean, there are some that are unbelievable with regards to education. They can educate their real estate agents. They're really good maybe with the first-time home buyers, and they're great at that. There are others that, the thought of getting up in front of people and speaking to a group, they want no part of that. However, in a one-on-one situation, all-stars, absolute all-stars. And there's lots of different aspects of the business that can be like that, where if you're really, really, really good, like you can build an entire business around it. And so as you're thinking about your own business today, that would be one thing I would encourage you to think about. Like, what am I really, really good at? What do I love about the mortgage industry? What do I love about selling real estate? And I need to get even better at that. I need to leverage that even more as a strength. And as opposed to trying to shore up other areas of my business that I'm not really that good at. In basketball, I can tell you, if Jackson tried to be the best defender in the state and the best ball handler and the best shooter and every other best passer, it would have been a train wreck for him. There's no way to invest all the time in order to shore up all these different aspects of the game. And the same is true for originating business, same is true for closing real estate transactions. Like, you gotta be really, really good at something, and then you can build an entire business around that. The people that I've coached for the last 10 years all have very different skill sets. And most people come to me that are looking to get coached and they want like the magic bullet, they want the secret weapon, they want kind of an ABC. If you do these things, like, you're going to thrive. And I'm very upfront with people, and I tell them I don't coach that way. I think there are things that you can do, best practices we can work on that are going to help you, but we have to look at, kind of pull your business apart and determine what is it that you love about the business, what is it that you are really, really good at in the business, and then how can we leverage those strengths for good. And then at all costs, we're then trying to delegate weaknesses to other people on your team. So you need an LOA or two assistants so that you can really truly delegate those weaknesses and focus on your strengths. So as you're thinking about your business this afternoon, I would encourage you to sit down, take 5 minutes and go, what is it that I'm really, really good at? And how can I maximize that and turn that into, a dominating strength where I'm better at that than anybody else in my market. And I promise you, if you do that, you're going to find success, because you can, like I said, you can delegate those weaknesses, you can hand those off to other people, and just focus what you're really, really good at. Most of the best are really, really good. All right, hey, so I'll finish. I had to pull in my driveway here before I get on with my day. But what I was saying was, the best of the best loan officers tend to be really good at the hardest part of the business, which is generating loans. I call it hustling loans. It's like they fall out of bed, they fall into loans. They walk into a grocery store, loans. Same thing with a real estate agent. It's like they're just so good at connecting with people and quickly building trust that the generation of business, getting it rolling, easy. And so when those clients that I'm working with right now and have been for years, it's like, how can we delegate everything else to other people so that you can just go out and do what you do best, and that's meet people and hustle loans. And you focusing on that allows you to spend the vast majority of your time in $1,000 an hour work. And it also allows you to help as many people as possible. And so, boy, if you get anything from the message today, it's evaluate your business. What do you do really, really well? And then how can you delegate weaknesses so you can build your business around your strengths? You do that as you begin to build a team, you're going to find success. And if you really focus on that, that would be a shortcut if one exists, but focusing on your strengths would be a shortcut to making 2019 one of the best years you've ever had as far as production is concerned. So anyway, hey, I hope that's helpful. I'm gonna head in and finish up my day. I hope you have a great one, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.